Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or indeed good evening, depending on your time zone and depending on when you're watching this. It is Wednesday, the 5th of August, 2020, already halfway through most people's working week. I'm James Innes, and this is my YouTube show, The Jobs Guru. I'm delighted to see you here for today's episode. I extend a very warm welcome to all those who have subscribed since the last episode. And if you haven't yet subscribed, then please do think about subscribing so you don't miss out on the next episode. In today's show, I'm going to be tackling a question from one of my viewers, and next in the interview question series, I'm going to be asking, are you able to make difficult decisions and tough choices? Well, are you, punk? Sorry, I got carried away there. If you have any questions or comments as you watch, then do please let me have them below, tappity-tap, in the comment section. If you like what you see, then do please hit that YouTube thumbs up. So, on to that question from one of my viewers. Today's question has been sent in by Scott in Glasgow. I think he says he's 42. I'm not sure how relevant that is, but that's what he says. Dear James, I'm going through a divorce and hoping to get full custody of my children. It's been a troubling and emotional time, but one I can hopefully see the end of soon. To be a single dad, I will need to be working more flexible hours. I currently work as a van driver for a big haulage firm, but my hours generally tend to be daytimes. How do I broach this with my employer? I don't want them to think I am not fully committed to the company, as I'm up for promotion next year. My boss in the past hasn't been very sympathetic to employees' personal issues. Okay, right. Well, Scott in Glasgow. I must say straight away, very well done for putting your kids, pop that down there, very well done for putting your kids first like this. You know, I really admire you. It's not going to be easy, Scott, no, and you know that. And it won't be helped by having an unsympathetic boss, okay? You can't change your boss. Well, you could, but that's a whole different kettle of fish. But what you definitely can do is approach this deftly and to the best of your ability, okay? The key is to approach your boss with a clear, logical and sensible plan in place already. Or maybe even 2 or 3 different options for them to choose from. You know, I'm a boss myself, and you can take it from me that bosses do not want problems, they want solutions. So whilst it would be lovely if you could just go into your boss and explain your situation, expect them to be sympathetic and find a solution for you, it often, in fact, it pretty much always doesn't work that way. Instead, you need to approach your boss on the basis of evidently outlining that you do have a problem, but then immediately proceed to deliver the solution. You are clearly committed to your employer and certainly very keen for this promotion next year. Seize the opportunity to let your boss know this. If you handle this situation well, Scott, you could turn the whole thing around to your favour. I'm always open to interesting new questions like Scott's from my viewers. So if you have a workplace, jobs, careers, or employment-related question for me, then do please type it into that comments section below, and I may well feature it in a future episode of this show. And if I do, then of course, as regular viewers will know, a limited edition and collector's item Jobs Guru coffee mug will be yours. I know you want one, and you know you want one. Now, as well as heading up James Innes Group, I'm also the UK's best-selling careers author, and amongst my titles is got a copy here, the Interview Question and Answer book, of course available in all good bookshops and on Amazon. Or if you'd like a signed copy from yours truly, there's a link in the description of this video. Each Wednesday, I'm taking questions from that book and looking at how to answer them, and at the moment, I'm taking those questions from the chapter entitled The Top 25 Tough Questions Taking the Heat. Today's question, are you able to make difficult decisions and tough choices? Similar questions include, have you ever had to make a really difficult decision at work? What kind of decisions do you find difficult? Have you ever had to make a tough and unpopular choice at work? But back to the question at hand, are you able to make difficult decisions and tough choices? You might think that there's no hidden meaning to this question, that it's a very direct question as to your decision-making abilities. However, it all hinges on precisely how you define a difficult decision. And your answer will almost inevitably reveal this. The interviewer wants to assess what your perception of a difficult decision is and how you feel about making such decisions. So, how to answer? The secret is to establish your definition of a difficult decision. Some decisions are inevitably more difficult to make than others, but you don't want to lead the interviewer into believing that you would have problems making a difficult decision if it was necessary. Rather than portraying indecisiveness, which will always be a negative point, you need to demonstrate that you accept that it is a necessary evil to have to make certain difficult decisions. This question is most likely to be asked of those in reasonably senior positions. As the saying goes, it's tough at the top. We're the ones who have to make the difficult decisions. Therefore, a good idea to focus on decisions which have a direct impact on the lives of your staff, because those are undoubtedly the most difficult decisions that any manager has to make. Most managers will, at one stage or another, have had to fire someone or, particularly recently, make someone redundant, or at the very least take the decision to discipline a member of staff. Now, as usual, I have plucked a little example answer from my book for you. For me, the most difficult decisions are those with the highest human cost, for example, the decision to make redundancies. However, I don't shy away from my responsibilities, and I recognise that certain business circumstances can force such decisions, and that it would be potentially fatal not to firmly and efficiently make such decisions. In the last recession, I had to make a number of redundancies as a result of the adverse economic climate. I certainly wouldn't claim it was easy, but it was necessary to protect the business and the livelihoods of everyone else working for the organisation. Okay. Now, I'm currently updating the interview question and answer book, working on a brand new edition, the third edition of that particular book. So if you have any interview questions which you think I should be considering for possible inclusion, do please let me know in the comments section below. And if I use your comments, then obviously there'll be a complimentary signed copy of that new edition for you. I may even throw in a free interview coaching session with me if you like, the man who literally wrote the book on interviews. Or of course you can just pop along and book a session at jamesinnes.group. So now we're not far from the end of today's show. I'll be back tomorrow. It's Thursday, isn't it? So the last show of the week. Remember, this show is Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday each and pretty much every week. Yes, even when I'm on holiday. Just two more things. First, I'm going to squeeze in some routine but important requests. Do please check me out on social media and connect, follow, or otherwise stalk me. But please don't troll me. Life is too short for trolls. If you have any questions or comments about this episode, about the show in general, or indeed about life, the universe, the Young Men's Christian Association, whatever, do please let me have them in the comments section below. If you like this episode, then please do hit it with the YouTube thumbs up. If you've already given me a thumbs up, then do think about subscribing. And if you're subscribing, you might as well ring that bell to receive notifications from YouTube. And don't miss out on the next episode. If you've already done all that, well, thank you very much. What is happening in the next episode? Well, in Thursday's show, I'm going to be looking at the week's workplace news. I do hope you will tune in. Thank you for watching today. Keep safe and be well, my friends. Goodbye.